Link Spider. Psych. Link Spider. We don't need you. Thanks for clicking on this video. My name is Daniel. I'm a pretty big Dark Magician fan. So of course I play the deck. And my goal with this series that I'm making, creating the Ultimate Dark Magician deck, is to try create the Ultimate Dark Magician deck in terms of win ratio and of course local topping and higher events. So every week I will come back with a new updated video that will show you my Dark Magician deck, and I will explain to you why those cards are in there and why I think these are better. So every week I will do some research, I will buy some cards, I will try online some cards, I will do some live streaming on Twitch with the viewers to try out your cards, or do live duels and record it to see whatever the viewers want or what I want. But yeah. So thanks for clicking on this video. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you will join me on a journey to creating the ultimate Dark Magician deck. Let's go. So I got this awesome playmat, as you can see. It's the Dark Magicians from the Magical Hero booster box case thingy. If you bought a case, you could get this as a promo item, but you could also get it with the Extravaganza winner mat. But I was too lazy to compete, so I just bought this playmat for 90 euros at my local OTS store. And I thought, what better way than to use this mat for the channel, since we're focusing on Dark Magician. So it's all still sealed, and they go for pretty much money sealed. But I'm not gonna sell it, I'm just gonna keep it and use it as a beautiful playmat for the channel, like I said again. So yeah, let's try to unseal this. There we go. There we go. Ooh. Alright, so there we go. This is the playmat without the foil on it. Beautiful. Dark Magician Girl, Yugi. Promo item. Ah, it's so beautiful. Okay, so right here we have the core of the deck. These are the cards that you need to play in this deck. And here are the extra deck core that you also need to have in this deck. So I will show you later. Alright, so starting with our main monster is 3x Dark Magician. Obviously this is our boss monster, like Eldritch and Tyranno is their own. We need to see this card not in the hand but in the graveyard as quick as possible. Sorry that I'm playing these two abominations, but my ultimate rare first edition Dark Magicians are just chilling in my top loader, so I'm not gonna play those sadly. But yeah, triple Dark Magician. Then we have Dark Magician Girl. We play her because she plays a vital role in this deck. She's only just a pot of greed for us. Then we play Red Eyes Black Dragon, obviously because we play the Dragoon package. And then we have Magician Souls. Alright, so let me be honest with you. If you don't have these cards, you cannot play this deck competitively or try to win at some locals. You can only win without this if you are playing at scrub locals. And my locals are some of the highest players that I know. They have won some YCS, they have won remote duels, all that stuff. So if I showed up there without this, I will die even more than I die now, because I can never beat them. So that is the goal of this video, to make the ultimate Dark Magician deck. But yeah, if you don't have this, don't play this deck, I'm sorry. They might get a reprint soon, so they might become cheaper, but right now they're around 60, 70 euros if I'm correct. I'm not sure, because they always change. But yeah, Magician Souls is very good in this deck. It was made for Dark Magician obviously, but it was abused in other decks. So the effect is special effect in hand, special summon this card by discarding a level 6 or higher spellcaster. So you can discard Dark Magician Girl or Dark Magician. From deck to the grave, special summon it. Effect, you can target up to 2 spells or traps from your field or hand, send them, draw equal to the cards you send. Or you can just effect in hand, send Dark Magician to grave, send this to grave, special summon Dark Magician, so you can trigger a circle. So this is actually hand trap in the Dark Magician deck, so pretty nice, and also quick access for Anaconda. And then we play Rod. It's a searcher of our deck. It can search any spell or trap that lists a Dark Magician. They cannot search monsters, so really only spell and traps. Then we have Soul Servant. Soul Servant is the one that can search all. Well, it doesn't. It searches, but it puts on top of the deck. So like I said, you can Place one card on top of the deck from your hand, deck, or graveyard, so you can recycle your spells that you used to put it back on your deck. And if it's engraved, you can banish it and draw equal to Dark Magician or Dark Magician Girl on the field. So if you have both on the field or a graveyard, you can draw 2. So this is a Pot of Greed, so this is why we play Dark Magician Girl. Obviously, you want to draw 2 cards. Then we have Circle. Circle is pretty nice because you can look at the top 3 of your deck, add a Dark Magician or a spell or trap. So you can add Dark Magician, the monster himself, with this to your hand, or a spell or trap, and place the 2 remaining cards on top. Or if you don't hit a Dark Magician card, you have to place them 3 on top in any order you want. So you can stack your deck like Yugimoto, of course. Then we play Red Eyes Fusion, obviously for Red Eyes Dark Dragoon. Seekers of Dark Magic. This is probably the best spell in our deck. Like, I've seen a lot of people say, wow, Magic Key's got this awesome ritual fusion spell. We got it first, and it's a quick play, it's way better. So yeah, we can ritual or fusion summon from hand and field. So obviously you want to make this into Dragoon, the Dark Magicians, or the Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight. And as last we play 2 Internal Souls. This is the cool card of the deck because you can special summon Dark Magician. It's unaffected by everything. And it's once per turn, so you can do it in your turn, your opponent's turn. And these 2 is meaning banish, banish, banish. So this is a pretty good interruption, hand trap-ish type of cards. Only problem is if this card just gets destroyed, so it leaves the field, goes to banish, goes to grave, goes back to hand, it will activate and destroy your entire board, meaning the monsters only. So it will destroy your monsters. If they put this back into your deck, it cannot activate because cards cannot activate in deck, so you have to be mindful of that. So if they Nightmare, Unicorn, or Cyberse, or whatever card it was that throws it back into deck, they cannot activate it, so your monsters stay alive. And if they pop this while you have Dragoon on the field, who cares? Dragoon cannot be destroyed, so this one won't really hurt all too much. Okay, so that was for those. Then we go into our extra deck. Of course, Dragoon, you actually need one of them in your extra deck. I play 2, I will show you why. The Dark Magicians, it's an awesome card because every time a spell or trap is activated once per turn, you can chain the Dark Magicians, their card resolves first, then you draw set, and if it's a trap, quick play spell or trap, you can activate it directly. So it's pretty nice, and if it gets destroyed, you can special summon a Dark Magician from your deck and a girl from your deck, so you can summon 2 back. We play Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight, because it's a target for some dragons you might run in the deck. It's a pretty good card because it becomes Dark Magician on the field. So Internal Souls actually protects this one, and Dark Magician, the Dragon Knight, protects your entire back row, so they cannot target it, not destroy, nothing. So these 2 are pretty good combo with each other, and you can also revive it back from a grave if they hit over it, because it's also a Dark Magician in grave, so you can special summon it back. And then of course we play Verte, because you want to have Dragoon as quick as possible on the field. And that's it for the core. Now I will show you some cards that are actually good in this deck as combo. You don't have to play anything that I will show you, but it are just some good cards that you can add. Okay, so now some pretty cool cards that you can add into your deck. So we have Triple Radiant. It's an Allure of Darkness target. So you can banish this, draw 2 cards, or you can just take out some annoying monster your opponent controls. We have Keeper of Dragon Magic. It's a target for the quick play fusion that I shown you before. So you can do easy Dragoon or Dark Magician or Dragon Knight. It's a pretty good card because you can turbo Dragoon out of it, but you don't really want to summon this card because it will take up your normal summon, and your normal summon is obviously for Magician's Rod. Phantasme, this is my favorite of all the cards because you can special summon it and then draw 2 cards equal to their link thingy +1. So if they do a link 1, you can chain, you do +1, so it's 2. And then if you have a card in your hand, you have to discard a card. So if you have a dead card in hand, you can just discard it. So it's also nice, and if they target, you can discard 1 card, negate and destroy. So if they target the monster you control. Then we have Effect Failure. Effect Failure is pretty nice because it's for turbo Access Code Talker or Avermax if you're to port to avoid Access Code Talker. You can special summon it back from the graveyard with Celine. Then we have the Spellbook. Well, obviously it's a good card, but once again, you don't want to normal summon. And then we have the Spellbook thingies. Don't mind the ratios. I couldn't find my playset copy of these, so I just showed like that. But yeah, Tribute, Spellcaster, draw 2. Upstart Goblin is a good card. I hate this card, by the way, because I lost a lot of matches thanks to this. I did effect, gave them 1,000, and then it was time, and then I lost thanks to life points difference. You can play Secrets, Village of the Spellcasters. It's not all too good, this format, I think, because Shadowell and Dogmatica, what an annoying name, Drachma, the Japanese name, and Altergeist are pretty popular, so yeah, this is not really a good card. You can switch it to Mystic Mine, because Mystic Mine is now played thanks to Ryan Yu in almost every deck, especially in Dinos. Thanks, Ryan. I also play Mystic Mine in my Dino. Then you can play Super Poly. Super Poly is pretty nice. Once again, for Dragon opponents, you can just Dark Magician with your Dragon make into Dragoon, or into Dark Magician a Dragon Knight, or into Dark Magician a Spellcasters, because it requires a Dark Magician plus a Spellcaster. So you can just steal. Called by the Grave is pretty nice, obviously, because you want to negate stuff if they target. And as last, we have Allure of Darkness. Like I said, draw 2 cards, banish 1 dark. So that is a good target for the monsters that I showed you, and all my cards are falling out. That's nice. Okay, and for some other cool cards, as you can see, I have double-sleeved Gozen because I used to play Gozen. All your cards in your core are dark, so this won't hurt you at all. A lot of decks play different attributes, so this is nice. Summon Limit is also pretty dope. I used to play both of these in my deck. A lot of people hated me for it, but at least I won some games, so that's nice. Crackdown if you want to steal your opponent's monster, so you can go into Zeus if you steal Zodiacs, or some other stuff like, I don't know, Barrier Statue if that's possible with Simorgh, I don't know. I've never played against Simorgh Bird Up yet. But handy to steal some cards away. And then we go into some other cool cards. We have Triple Apprentice Illusion Magician. It's a Dark Magician card. Basically, it's a Dark Magician girl before she became Dark Magician girl. Lore, let's get it. She's good in the deck. She's an honest Neos or honest or an honest Neos. If they battle a Dark Spellcaster, you can discard it to get 2,000 attack extra. It's a special summon by discarding 1 card and it can search Dark Magician. It's not really played at all too much in the deck. Then we have Jester Confit, free special summon for access to Anaconda, of course. Illusion Magician, it's not really played anymore. It used to be played in Numeron Dark Magician. If you still play Numeron Dark Magician, power to you without sexual, but yeah, don't play this card in the core. Like I said, I play triple Red Eyes Fusion, so you can also play Red Eyes Fusion, and this is the reason why I play 2 Dragoons, because if I have Dark Magician and Red Eyes Black Dragon in a graveyard, I can summon a second Dragoon by banishing those. We have Infinite Imperm, because Infinite Imperm is pretty cool. I would prefer Veiler over Imperm in this deck, since it's a target for Celine. Solemn Strike, it's definitely a must in this deck. I love this card. It can take out so many boards. Like if they have Appaloosa, Borreload, you do Gozen Match, they chain the Boral Dragon, you chain Solemn, and then bye-bye their entire board. Icecrown's Prison, you can play 3. I like 2 of it in my deck. It's pretty helpful against Eldritch, Dino, Misk, and other Shadow deckies. And then, of course, Skill Drain. So, Beatstick, 25 Dark Magician, yeah, good luck getting over that without any effects. And then we go into the hand traps. Well, obviously you can play any hand trap you want. Ash, Ogre, Bell, Diddy Crow, Skullmeister, Droll, Artifact, Nibiru, and Cosmic. And Harvey's Feather Duster's not really hand trap, but this is better than Dark Magic Attack, because you don't have to control a Dark Magician, and you don't have to give up your internal soul effects. So yeah, these cards can be any you want, of course, but I think these are the best for the format. And then we go into the extra deck. Extra deck is pretty nice. We can play Link Spider. Psych, Link Spider, we don't need you. You play Imduk. Imduk is 1000% better than Link Spider because it's a target for the fusion and it requires a normal monster. So you can do Eternal Soul, bring back Dark Magician, or in your opponent's face, So you can link it away, effect, Eternal Soul, bring back Dark Magician, fusion into Dragoon or Dark Magician Dragon Knight. And if it battles a monster that it points to, you can destroy it without taking any damage. So that's pretty nice to punish people. You can play Anima because, of course, we play Souls, so we can steal. Big Eye, Ebon, and Flare. I mean, they're pretty good, but we don't really go into XYZs anymore. Zeus, yeah, if you steal with Crackdown, Zodiac monster. Karibo, once again, because we play Souls. Witch, pretty good card. It boosts every dark with 500. No, it gains 400. Wait, all dark monsters on the field gain. Okay, it gains 500 attack and defense for every dark, and all lights on the field lose 400 attack and defense. We play Masquerena, Nightmare Phoenix, Unicorn, Access Code Talker, pretty obvious in the deck, and then Selene. So Selene is a pretty good way to go to Access Code Talker really quick. And then, of course, these talk for themselves, because yeah, you use this in every deck almost. But Selene gets a counter for every spell in the graveyard and field, also your opponent. So if you have 3 spells, you can summon a monster from your graveyard spellcaster back in defense to where it points. And then you can just go boom, Access Code Talker, use Selene to get Link 3, and then boom, boom, boom. You attack, and that should be game. So that was it for some handy cards to play in Dark Magician. Now I will show you some cards you don't want to play. Inheritance is bad, Timaeus is bad, not searchable. Even if it's searchable, it's not a good card. I can promise you that now, so come at me in the comments if you're a fanboy of Timaeus. Any of these cards you should not play, and if I see you playing these cards, I will slap you. That's it. These are so terrible. The new promos, Veil, Teacher, Dark Magic, Burning, Illusion, some Magician Girls, they're all bad. Mahat is bad. Sure, it's a cool card, but it's not good. If you draw it, it's dead. And yeah, just don't play it. It's a giant brick. This one used to be played in Dark Magician because you can revive it back with Selene and send it with Soul Servant. It's pretty nice. Ebon is not played anymore because we have the other one. Dark Magician Girl, Dragon Knight, Amulet, Paladin, Quintet, Cavalry are not played. These fusions you don't want to play. Who the hell wants to play this? Combination is bad, Navigation is bad, Magician's Defense is bad, Rivaled, and the last one is Mana. Mana can be good because it protects a targeted spellcaster on your field, and you can special summon it back from grave, if I'm correct. What is causing your hand or graveyard quick effect? You can special summon this card. You can only use the effect once per turn. Level 7 or higher monsters you control cannot be destroyed by card effects. So you could remove Dark Magician Girl for this card, so you can protect in case. I will do some testing with this, so I will take this one out of the don't play it in the deck pile, and we will see this later in the future. And that's it for the core cards you can use and for the cards you don't want to play. And that is it for this video. Next week, because it's a series, I will go show you some deck profiles, play them online on Edo Pro for a long time, like 50 matches in a video to show you how good Dark Magician is. My ultimate goal with this series is to top at a pretty high event with Dark Magician. So every week I will do research for Dark Magician. I will check out what the best combos are. So every week you will see me with a new deck profile on Dark Magician, because I love this archetype so much. And I've spent a lot of money on this. Dark Magician is not cheap. So thanks for watching the entire video. I hope it wasn't all too boring. I'm a pretty boring person myself, as you can hear. I'm pretty monotone. I don't have really a lot of expressions. But yeah, if you watched it through the entire video, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And you can always join me in the comments, and I'm a pretty active guy, so I will probably reply to everything. You can leave some tips or ideas behind for the next video to try some things in Dark Magician deck. Or you can join me at Twitch. I don't have a Twitch yet, but I will create one so we can play some games together, or you can see me creating some decks. So I'll put the name somewhere in the middle of the screen if I decided to make a good name for myself. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video and will continue to watch more. So if you liked, please like. If you didn't like it, dislike. If you have tips, leave it in the comments. and I will see you in the next video. Peace.